Are you a
Oh,
I nak jadi anak.
guys, what the guys? Korang buat apa bro? Alright, Assalamualaikum. Oh, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Back with us here at PODBIKEWEEK, episode 3, and I would like to say thank you very much to Diandra, Arjunaidi, and Aziz, Harun. Thank you so much for joining us today. Episode 3, PODBIKEWEEK 2023. So this is powered by PODBIKEWEEK, and it will be held in September from the 22nd to 24th of September 2023. Make sure you guys tune in to our podcast, like, subscribe, whatever you know what to do, and also follow all our social media platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter at PODBIKEWEEK. Yeah, so korang carilah kita orang kat sana. Nanti you get more updates on what's gonna happen, what we're gonna have, and then macam tu lah. So, Aziz, Harun, and Diandra, once again, thank you very much for joining us.
No worries.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a couple of weeks since I've been trying very hard to get hold of these two. They've been busy with their lives.
Sorry lah.
Reply,
you don't have a
message
life.
pun susah. Call pun tak angkat. Finally, dapat juga belanja coffee. Thank you very much. So, Aziz and D.
Yes.
Let's start with D lah. What's going on? How are you?
Not much. I'm fine. Just busy momming, you know, which is why I haven't been answering your calls. But yeah,
Larut.
good.
So D ada keluar the latest single. I think our
End of last year, actually.
End of last year. So D has released a single called Larut.
Yes.
So how is Larut, and I mean what's going on with Larut?
Larut's doing okay.
Sebelum tu,
Apa?
how about?
Apa ni?
Sorry lah sebab
Jangan sambil jawab soalan nak main Jenga.
Aku kenal dia orang ni macam member lah, selalu lah jumpa. Tapi tak ada jumpa selalu. Selalu lah jumpa.
Tapi tak jumpa selalu.
Okay, so
Boleh?
while we're doing this session, we're gonna like this.
Ada Jenga?
Yeah.
Ni Jenga kan?
So D, you know.
Di sebelum jawab soalan
Since when Jenga ada dice, no?
Tak, aku tak tahu ada orang.
Ni Jenga Gen Z. Apa tu?
Draw 2.
Draw 2. Draw you kena lukis.
Lukis.
Nombor 2.
Apa-apa colour je kan?
Draw anything.
I guess. Alah, imagine if it falls and the game's just ruined like straight away.
Tapi selalunya kena
Boleh
jawab.
buat atas kan?
Tak boleh.
Aku tak pernah main benda ni tau.
This is like lighter than a normal
Okay,
Jenga.
betul.
This is,
So,
you want me to
how is
talk about
Larut?
Larut's fine. Larut's fine. Larut's doing okay. I think we're at like almost 20,000 streams, which isn't that much, but considering where I am in my, tak boleh fokus lah. Considering where I am in life, no, in my music career, okay lah tu. I mean, I haven't done any proper like promo for it, so considering that, not too bad.
But I myself, I love the single Larut because it's so deep.
Thanks.
It's a brand new Diandra.
Is it?
Like compared to her old stuff.
Well, I haven't released stuff like
Itulah. You haven't released stuff like in a while, kan?
a long while.
So as a fan, we were all like waiting for Larut to
Tapi
drop.
best gila ada lagu Larut tu. The recent showcase I went, bukan showcase, it was like a gig. Boleh ke tak ni?
Dia macam ringan compared to like a normal Jenga, so susah. I did it. Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Larut tu, what inspired you to make Larut?
I mean, to be completely honest, I wrote Larut and I released Larut mainly because I hadn't released anything in a long while. That was the first reason lah. And I had a whole bunch of like half-written choruses. I'm sure you know how it is, like in your voice notes macam banyak.
Saya faham.
So I was trying to choose which one would kind of fit my current sound. Something that's not too different from what I used to do.
Yeah.
But a bit more mature, I guess. So
Mature, I agree 100%. But then like,
I mean, yeah.
not different than what you used to do. It's
Just
it's
a
quite different.
more
lah,
grown-up
like.
version.
Yeah,
lah.
betul.
It's still pop, right? But not Angkasa anymore. Lah. I was 18 when I released Angkasa. So me being 32 this year, Yeah, so to me it's a more mature version of Angkasa lah. So I decided to siapkan that song and put it out. But like I said, I hadn't done any like proper promos for it yet because mom life busy. So yeah, considering that, it's doing okay.
But I do read your social media, macam the people like you have really good fans that have been loyal to you since,
I suppose.
you know, Angkasa.
I mean, when I
growing
started,
up together, then you.
I think when I started, like the gigging scene was like pretty strong. So I think for singer-songwriters in my zaman lah, for like a better word, like they kind of like stay with you, generation. Well, yeah, they kind of stick with you, and I guess like if you've kind of been MIA for a while, they're kind of like excited to see you come back lah. So yeah, I performed recently, and like I wasn't that expecting the crowd to be that great, but it was good. So yeah.
Aziz, what's going on with Aziz?
Man.
Been very busy lately.
Well, the most recent thing that I've been doing is we just released a music video for Mengapa Harus Begini.
Mengapa Harus Begini?
A song that is part of my album that we released earlier tahun ni lah. Nama album tu Yang Benar Aziz Harun, my first ever album. Yeah, so we just released the music video last Friday, and yeah, it's a different music video compared to my old ones. Nampak matang, nampak macam, you know,
Nampak je lah matang.
nampak je mata. Orangnya sama lagi. Tapi the thing is, like, just to it's so funny sebab ramai yang DM pasal MV tu all talking about the car. I know this is a bike kind of podcast, but there's a BMW E30. I don't know my cars, I don't know my bikes. But a lot of the people that have been DMing me, they're all guys, mostly guys, and it's all about the car. So I guess Mengapa Harus Begini.
I've seen that clip.
Is about
I've seen that clip, and okay lah. This is what I've been curious to ask. I've never done music videos before. I've never been in one. So ada a few clips. Nanti korang tunjuk lah dekat screen tu. Aziz Harun punya video clip tu. There's a scene yang you were laughing with your partner.
My partner, my fictional.
So time dalam set tu apa benda yang kau cakap? Like you were talking about stuff. Ada skrip ke?
Tak ada. Sebab
So director tu suruh buat apa? Kau ketawa buat pura-pura cakap.
Pretend you're in love.
that's the thing. Sebab music video tu was shot in Brunei, fully shot in Brunei. The team were my friends lah, like really just my friends. Lepas tu the talent tu pun kita tak ada time nak choose talent betul-betul. So I went down the easy route and just went, jom, let's just get one of my friends to be part of it. So Marsha, my partner in the.
Shout out to Marsha.
Shout out to Marsha. Shout out to Maman, the director, also a good friend of mine. So it was just easy to just stop and just pretend, because we were talking about funny things.
But like, if she's your friend, like, wouldn't that be like
Awkward?
No, I mean it would be for me. I don't know.
Tapi dia macam scene cute tau.
Still.
Dia tak adalah lovey-dovey heavy macam tengok mata macam tu.
So in real life,
Maybe just me, I don't know.
so in real life, are you like that with her? I mean, are you that macam that close with her in real life?
Physically or what?
I mean, just is it like?
I mean, we don't have to talk about that.
No. As in, just in terms of friends, we are close friends.
Okay.
So it was easy for us to just have a good time in the car and just laugh, make it look like as if we're in love and stuff like that lah. Tapi padahal tak ada pun.
Is she is she a actress?
She's actually not an actress. That was her first time featuring the music video.
She
but
is very natural.
she's a model in Brunei. She does modeling gigs and stuff like that lah in Brunei. Yeah. But it was a whole new experience shooting dekat Brunei sebab dah lama tak shoot dekat Brunei, and to get a director to get all these nice aesthetic looking shots dekat Brunei tu was something completely new for me lah.
Wow.
It was a pretty cool experience. Yeah.
So good luck on that.
Thank you.
Mengapa Harus Begini?
Yeah.
The album, Aziz Harun punya album. So I follow him on his social media.
You better.
They've done a really good job on the album. So album tu is a physical album. Kan?
Physical album.
Physical album is something yang memang tak ramai orang buat kat sini. So if that camera, you can point it that way. So
Lakam.
Zad was the
Hello.
one who did something
Hi,
really magical
Wow.
Yang she was behind Aziz's album.
True.
And I think Zat, huh? Malu.
Dia malu orangnya. But yeah, she was the one that was.
How was the album? Tell me about the album.
Hello, nampak seorang ni main lah.
Betul lah.
Sambil cakap.
Merah sekali. Okay. The album was alright. It was my first time ever releasing like a physical album, and I think my generation of singers memang jarang dapat peluang untuk dapat peluang untuk release physical album kan. Nampak tadi I power.
I lupa kena letak atas Computer.
Oh betul ke? I tak tahu. So to me it was something that was very we were surprised that we could do it, and yeah, it was just something that was very surprising lah, macam we could actually sell physical albums around this time. So
nicely packaged,
and Zat was behind the whole launch and everything. Ada card lah, ada photo card, ada sticker, ada keychain. So it was a experience that was brought on from the K-pop world, from Zat's background and stuff like that.
Because
I don't know.
Nowadays, I think there's not that many campaigns that sell physical albums with goodies and all that in that album, because of the digital world of now.
Definitely.
Spotify, and then it was quite a new thing in Malaysia lah, I think. Dalam Malaysia kan?
Thank you. Yeah. I'd like to
Good
so
job
myself.
on that, man.
Thank you very much.
So,
Zat.
what's gonna happen after this?
After this, we are looking at a showcase. Hopefully. Kat mana tu belum ada lagi. Lepas ni kita nak reki tempat dulu. But it's hopefully happening on the 1st of July. To celebrate the album, the new songs, and also to celebrate the old songs that I released in the past. And just to meet fans, meet my friends I haven't seen in a while.
So is it gonna be just Aziz on stage, or are you gonna have like friends, or have you planned for? I mean,
for now it's just me on stage, but we are planning to maybe invite a couple of friends, because dalam album ni ada couple of features juga and stuff like that. So maybe invite a couple of friends to sing along and stuff like that. Yeah, quite exciting lah. I've never done it before.
Roughly when is that gonna happen?
1st of July. We're looking at the 1st of July, early July, late June. We tengok macam dulu.
Aku dapat free ticket tak?
Tak, kena beli.
Support lah.
Tak ada member tak ada harga member, mungkin beli.
Listen. Bikes.
Oh, we're getting into it now. Bikes, something that we don't know much about.
Okay lah. Before that, I would just once again like to talk a bit about Desaru Bike Week. So Desaru Bike Week, tadi aku baru dapat dia punya share dengan korang lah, tunjuk kat korang. The stuff that is gonna happen during Desaru Bike Week. Okay.
Oh, that's a
Cool,
beautiful, that's a cool poster.
So that is the poster for Desaru Bike Week. Have you guys been to Desaru?
Never. Desaru is where? Johor. Tak, you guys have to a little bit of background. I am Bruneian. I don't spend money.
You've been here for so long.
I know, but I don't spend much time outside of Selangor.
What, 15, 16?
Yeah, I've tried.
Saja je.
Yeah, 2015, 16, but I've never been to Desaru. I've never been to.
No one has brought you to Desaru.
I don't think I've
tengok
been.
kawan-kawan.
I don't think I've
Johor at least.
I
Johor
know.
pernah, JB pernah.
JB je lah.
JB, Batu Pahat. Ada show kat situ dulu.
Wow. So
Batu Pahat.
Dia pernah sampai Desaru.
Desaru no, but other parts of Johor, yeah.
So dia macam beach Dia macam Bali, dia vibe macam mana?
Aku pernah.
There's like a really nice resort there that's famous.
Yeah. So, alright. So Desaru is popular for its beautiful beach.
Okay.
Yeah. And then recently, I think for the past, it happened like 6-7 years ago, tak ya? So they've done a lot of diorang ada theme park kat sana, dan they got this popular golf course.
Oh, okay.
18 hole kat sana. And they've got Hard Rock
Desaru.
There's a Hard Rock kat sana.
Nice.
Bukan kena info aku lah pasal apa benda ni. Aku pun dah lama tak sampai di sana.
You're from Johor, come on.
Yeah, I'm from Johor tu lah.
Hey, the last I was in Desaru was like when I was like
Jangan
Oh, so just 5 years ago ah?
No, about 20 years. So I'm definitely gonna go there after I'm done with this this few things I need to do in KL.
For sure.
Yeah, nak kena cuti. Alright, so Desaru Bike Week, this is the second edition for Desaru Bike Week. The first one was done in 2019, so after COVID and all that, so sekarang ni buat the second edition. It's not just about bikes, it's about the whole lifestyle lah. Nanti diorang akan ada concerts.
Oh, nice.
Not sure ya, kita tak tahu siapa lagi, but dah ada, cuma it won't be shown or it won't be shared anytime soon. But what we know right now, there will be big names are performing, and hopefully we're gonna get those info soon, and then we're gonna share with you guys on our social media.
Exciting.
Yeah. So hopefully we can see both of you
Yeah.
there. Although,
Boleh.
are you bikers or I mean, have you?
Our experience with bikes.
D?
You go first.
I'm not a biker.
D?
Clearly.
Yeah. Okay. So D.
Apa dia?
Budak TTDI.
It's a stereotype of budak TTDI.
TTDI. So,
Yeah.
and what is your experience with bikes? Do you have any? Have you ever been on a bike?
I have not been on a bike.
Have you ever been hit on by
Oh, I
a
thought
biker?
hit by a bike. Hit on by a biker.
Pernah
I'm
abang-abang
sure ada
biker macam
lah, tapi
kalong seorang tu.
I'm sure ada. Ada, but none that memorable lah. But ada lah.
Tadi yang cukup
Ada.
handsome.
I'm sure ada. Any girl can say ada. It's not just me. But yeah.
Aziz?
Have I ever been hit on by a biker? No.
I mean-
I am proud to say I've never been hit on by a biker. Or maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe I'm not handsome enough to be hit on by a biker.
Have you been on a bike?
Have I been on a bike? Yes, for the first time. But I've never ridden a bike by myself. As in, like, I've never. Apa betul-betul yang
So you're the one sitting at the back?
selalu always.
Always.
Always. So I think I've been on a bike. The most times I itu bila I pergi Bali dengan Jakarta. Always Indonesia lah.
Banyak kan sana?
Sebab like Gojek kan. Sebab
The
kat
thing
situ
is,
nak
like, I go
kereta.
to Jakarta like what, 2-3 times a year, but like I've never been on a Gojek.
Are you serious, dude?
Yeah.
Asal
Like
you
even
takut?
if I
You takut
travel
naik?
in groups, if like all the boys macam oh naik Gojek, cause it's cheap and it's fast, right? And
Exactly.
traffic's bad. But I'll be like, I'll meet you there. I'll naik Grab seseorang, I don't care.
I absolutely love getting on a motorcycle.
I'm scared.
Tapi you tak drive. Kat belakang.
Which is
semua
worse because
okay.
you're not in control.
Oh, true. But to me, it's super exciting. I actually wish I had the balls.
I'm scared the
to,
motor tak
you know,
gerak.
get
If I sit on
a
it.
bike license, huh?
I'm scared if I sit on it and the motor tak gerak. Or if I can't fit on the bike with the abang who drives.
Faham.
Bike.
Tapi yang awkward tau, I have an awkward experience with the Gojek driver. Sebab I peluk dia. Lepas tu dia cakap,
Dia peluk balik.
tak payah peluk. Dia cakap tak payah peluk.
Really?
Tak payah. You pegang belakang tu, so belakang tu ada. You have handles at the back that you can
But what's
actually.
worse though, if he tells you like jangan peluk or if he actually like hugs you back?
How can you hug me back? He's driving,
Kan
dia.
macam ni lah.
Oish.
Tak pun dia hug duluan dia.
Alamak tu. Itu tak apa. Tak apa.
A lot of bikes kat sana.
A lot of bikes. So my first experience with bikes was actually in Indonesia lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a fun experience for me. She's never been on one.
Maybe one day, maybe one day. I'm going soon, maybe
Okay
I'll
lah,
try.
kalau if you have a choice to get on tour bike as a passenger,
A tour bike.
A tour bike?
What's a tour bike?
I mean, get on a bike as
Okay.
a passenger.
And go on like
What kind of bike would you consider being on?
bicycle. I don't know, maybe something more chill like a
Electric bike.
Vespa. Like a Vespa, not like a big bike or like a
Or
kapchai.
those kind of like Harley Davidsons.
So the
If you ever had a bike, like if you were to ride a bike,
No, like a Vespa.
What kind of
like
bike
a
are
scooter.
like a Vespa scooter.
Like more chill, right?
very
Fitting for my age. Very TTDI. Allah.
Tapi
I
practical
cakap
lah.
TTDI tak banyak orang ada motor pun sebenarnya. I think all the bikes you see are like orang from luar TTDI datang TTDI.
Betul juga. I'm not from TTDI as well.
We all drive cars.
I don't drive
Aziz?
a car. So I had a phase when I actually looked at bikes, not because I wanted to believe bike too, but just to look at like what it looks like. So cafe racer, I've always angan-angan macam bapak handsome dah kalau macam bawa
Is
cafe
that a big
racer.
bike or what?
It's like a it's not a big
Super
bike.
bike?
I don't know. Is it a big bike? It's like a medium-sized
Medium,
bike.
medium.
Various categories.
City ride. Tapi dia ada banyak lah, banyak jenis lah.
Tapi dia handsome Adi, dia handsome gila. And then like you just look it's a young macam you know that look that goes with the cafe racer look. You know, so I think I suit that look in a way. Tapi in all honesty, I know I will never be able
You think
to.
so? You think so? He suits a cafe
Cafe racer.
I mean, you know.
Like with my guitar dekat belakang, helmet keluar macam ni.
Aziz kan, kalau tengok Aziz more of a sports bike.
Sports bike.
I think it's too big for him.
Tak lah. Too small for it. Cafe racer kau lah.
I mean, I've always, I always see you as this very like a neat city boy, you know. I mean,
You're
even
the
your
equivalent
songs-
of a TTDI girl. You're like, I know you're Bruneian, but like if you come here, you'd be from TTDI.
I'm from TTDI.
Yeah, for sure.
So I
Kan,
guess
he is very
Tak,
TTDI.
TTDI Taman.
So kalau macam tu Vespa lah. Vespa sama je lah
Ha,
Vespa.
sama je.
Kita buat skuter je. Okay, senang. Will crush my dreams of getting a cafe racer.
Just being honest.
Tapi dekat bike show Desaru Bike Week ni ada Vespa tak? Ada skuter
Okay,
ke
so
ada semua?
Desaru
All
Bike
types
Week
of
semua.
Oh semua ada?
So, yeah, I mean, this is about celebrating bikers from all sorts of types. Like,
Okay.
you can be riding a Harley Davidson, EX5, all those bikes yang
Okay,
datang sana. It's just Desaru Bike Week. It's about bikers celebrating the life of a biker.
Okay.
Doesn't matter where you come from. And also it's a family event.
Oh,
So not
okay.
just about bikes, you're gonna have like beach soccer, volleyball,
Oh, that's really
beach
cool.
volleyball and all that. Macam-macam ada. It's gonna be like 3D event, 22
Nice.
to 24.
Concerts.
Concerts.
Yeah.
So it's more than just a bike. Yeah, I think we should all go
Banyak,
together.
banyak. So this is also my
It's gonna be
first
awesome.
time. I think hopefully the management or my boss would hire me to go interview the people there.
Oh,
You want to
nice.
perform kan sebenarnya?
Huh?
You want to
nak
perform?
kan concert kan sebenarnya?
I nak perform tak?
You're the headliner, that's why not telling us kan.
Itu yang secret tu yang tak boleh announce lagi tu.
Tak ada orang nak tengok. So probably most likely I'm gonna get my bosses to sponsor me a bike jacket.
Oh, I thought you said bike jacket. Ingat sponsor me a bike.
Baik.
Asal bike jacket je.
Pun boleh lah.
Yeah, I need to be in the, you know, I need to be in that character of like a biker interviewing a biker.
Mungkin kau bandar tadi cari jaket.
Tak nak, aku nak yang macam makan budak, very ganas, asam pedas.
But that's the stereotype with bikers kan? Like they have this very gangster look.
Garang-garang.
Tapi I have uncles that are bikers macam ada Harley Davidson macam pakai. Tapi they work macam the most boring jobs tau. Ada yang doktor, ada yang ni.
My
Tapi
dad
tak
had
makan
like
anak.
a phase where he actually bought a bike. Like I think I was in my teens lah. Then he bought a bike. I don't know my bike, so couldn't tell you what bike. Like some
But it's big
Drag
lah.
Star or whatever. It's a big bike, but he had it for like a couple of months je lah. But he wouldn't like really ride it far, much just around the neighborhood. I think like midlife crisis, I don't know.
I tak tahu.
Then macam after a few months, he sold it off. So that was like the closest experience I've had with a bike lah. But
Dia
even
tak
then,
pernah
I
bawa
tak
lagi?
naik. Tak nak.
You
Takut. Tak nak.
Is it a midlife crisis thing? What do you guys think? What about your dad?
My dad never. My dad was never a bike guy, and I don't think my mom would ever let me get a bike.
Yeah.
Because ada family history trauma whatever lah. Tapi from my experiences now, macam I see my friends macam not midlife crisis, maybe quarter life crisis. At this age of 35 kan, I have a friend that just recently got a bike license. He's again the nicest guy, but he has the most jahat bike. So I don't know, it's like a contra tau dengan bike tu jahat, ganas, tapi orang tu memang
I agree. I totally agree. Because
tak ada taman.
faham, I agree.
Maybe the bike ones want to look a bit more macam.
The other day,
Bad
the PC I did for Desaru Bike Week. So impromptu, I had to be the interviewer. So I had to go around and interview the guys there. See, you guys can check out the looks of those guys in the video. There was this guy, dia macam, he's about, I think, in his 50s. a pakcik, abang lah. I call
Abang.
I'm not that
You
far
memang
apart.
panggil abang lah.
So misai dia macam ni, like grey all over here.
Okay.
Dia isap pipe with sunglasses on,
Style.
leather jacket, big belly, you know,
Okay.
that whole look
That
of
look,
a
biker.
Harley Davidson biker.
Got you.
So I was approaching him, aku macam was with my friend. Dia cakap, okay lah, let's try this guy because he looks cool lah. Okay. So approaching him, then I had like second thoughts macam shit. Alah,
Takut.
macam they look so ganas kan.
Yes,
It was
yes,
my
yes.
first, it was my first experience being in the middle of so many bikers. So slowly went out. Pergi, walk. Approaching him, he saw me with that small mic. This is the mic that I use. Small mic. Approaching him, and he was already walking away, hiding behind his friend.
Okay.
That was kau bayangkan ganas hiding behind his friend, and he's bigger than his friend.
Okay.
And then saya, Assalamualaikum ya. Interview sekejap boleh tak? Tak nak lah, malu.
Boleh.
I'm like, huh? This is yeah. Dia macam, they're nice guys lah. They're nice guys. I think diorang ni, it's sort of an escape for them. They're really, it's
Maybe just a perception thing. Macam kita tengok orang ni macam dia naik bike besar, dia garang, dia ganas. Daripada tak kan?
No, they're not. They're really nice people. Very helpful. I think the community of bikers kan dekat luar sana, one thing I can say about them is they are very macam
Tight knit.
not tight knit. They're very united lah.
Yes.
Like macam okay, let's say if you guys move about around kan, kau mesti pernah nampak like a Grab bike breaking down. By
Yes.
by the side of the road.
Yeah.
And you see
And they
like,
always just like come
Betul.
they
together.
will always help each other. Yeah.
And I know, and another thing I realised, because coming from again a country like Brunei, kita tak banyak motor, orang naik motor, so mostly cars because there's only 400,000 of us. But here dekat Malaysia, like I realised that the traffic is crazy, so you need to, it's practical to get a bike.
Yeah.
And one thing that I realised when it rains, biasa bawah jambatan ramai Grab drivers apa semua berkumpul kat bawah tu tunggu hujan turun and everything kan. And to me that is such a bittersweet moment because they are with a couple of randomers, tapi they all share that same thing of them riding a bike. So they will usually
They bond
macam
over it.
bond, they start rokok whatever, just waiting for the rain to pass.
Exactly.
So macam sweet tau.
It's always like that. Right? Macam contoh lah, kalau you wouldn't do that in shopping malls, right? Betul tak? Like meeting a random stranger and suddenly you
Obviously
sit and
no.
talk about stuff.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
wouldn't.
And even like when a car breaks down pun bukannya semua nak stop pun sebab
Most likely they won't.
kan they won't stop.
Yeah.
Kan?
So for
Right.
bikers, orang yang bawa motor ni is very different. They will always look after each other in a way that
Yes.
it's
I guess they know
it's
the
natural.
system of
Yeah,
it.
they don't just pergi dah. Okay, ada motor rosak, then they'll just go and bro, okay ke motor? What's going on? You know?
Betul.
Yeah, it's that culture that I like about bikers. Yeah, I think we should all adapt in our daily lives.
Betul.
Kan?
That sense of
Tapi safety
togetherness.
pun betul juga. Sometimes people will take advantage of this. Kan? Macam, have you seen like, those stories?
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
pretend to break down and suddenly you get
They
mugged.
offer their
Stuff
help,
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a rare case but you do have those people lah.
Yeah. So, tak tahu lah.
But another thing with bikers that I always see on TikTok is kalau satu tengah macam accident, ada satu orang drive kereta, lepas tu terus semua marah dekat satu driver tu, the guy that drives the car. Yang tu best suka tengok.
Because I think it's part of the law yang you have to, like, when you drive, you need to give way for the ones
On the
wheels.
Yeah.
Memang macam mana pun, I think they are more prone to serious injuries than
Of course.
us in cars kan. So we always have to
Look out for them, like.
you have the reckless ones.
True, of course.
You can't really control. Tapi for me lah, I'm very careful when
Yeah.
driving, and
Yeah.
I always consider diorang priority to the reckless ones. Okay, I'll just let them pass.
Yeah.
Kalau accident, let it not be me causing it.
Yes.
Macam tu lah. Kita kena sentiasa berhati-hati lah, because bikers, one thing about them, diorang yang akan selalu their injuries are more serious.
Yes, true.
Definitely.
If shit happens.
Yeah, true.
Kan?
100%. That is why my mom tak bagi naik.
Yeah, I think for the most part, most parents like don't allow the youngsters nowadays
Yes.
sebab tu lah actually.
But I would love to naik motor. Nanti kalau ada chance kat Desaru tu, kalau macam, you know, kalau abang-abang
Are we gonna get like free tickets for them to the concert? Maybe we should
It would be cool.
we should get them to perform also.
We will try.
Inshallah.
But most importantly, I just want to get on a bike.
Tolong speak to their managers. Speak to their managers and see how much are they charging.
I just want to get on a bike. That's all I want.
10%.
10%.
Ibu.
Pandai tak ke bisnes sekarang. Yeah.
Awkward moment of
Is it okay if I drink coffee?
Please.
Sorry.
So, okay lah, let's not talk about bikes anymore. Let's talk about music.
Okay.
Hope you hear me swallowing. I'm so sorry.
Tadi kan aku dah fikir dah. Nak cerita pasal muzik, nanti dulu. Hold on to that. I think before we started this, I had a few friends. You guys have fans in this space as well, Arina tu.
Yeah.
Arina is like, Aziz Harun nak datang ke?
All the girlies go crazy for Aziz.
Aziz Harun nak datang. Then Ikan is a fan of D.
Dia suka
Sebab
hati
main.
Ikan.
I'm a fan of these both as well. Diorang like, they're really
Mana.
talented, very talented.
Thank you, Mr. Roms.
Okay, so lah tu, like
Ni kipas sikit lah.
the weirdest DM yang korang pernah dapat.
Weirdest DM.
Let's start with
That's how with D.
Weirdest DM.
Mestilah, I'm sure you've received like really weird DMs.
I know your eyes in the morning sun. I feel your touch in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander from me, I wanna feel you in my arms again. You see it? And you come to me, I'm a summer breeze, give me warm down inside.
Thank you very much. So this has been the third episode of Pop Bike Week 2023. I'll see you around next week. Bye bye.